right, all you night readers, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. It's good to have you all here. Looks like we got a crowd already. This is great. It's great for a Saturday night. This is wonderful. All right, so let's see what we got going on. What do we have? We've got our theme of for the next 24 hours is higher power, right? Can you see that? You guys see that? Yeah, there you go. Higher power. All right, so that's our theme, the big theme for the evening, for the next 24 hours. And keep that in mind. So hello, Yvonne and Lisa and Vicky, Christina, Selena, Lillian. Beautiful Aries, how are you? Nikki, how are you? Everybody's doing all right, I hope. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got going on here. All right, let's see. See what... All right. Let's see what we come up with here. Oh gosh, now I've dropped a whole bunch. All right, well, we don't need those cards anyway, right? No, just kidding. Just kidding. All right. All right, Yvonne, what is going on? What is going on? Of course, you can have a reading. Of course. Yeah. So, let's see what we get for you. Let us see. So I think you are standing up for yourself. I really think that's what it is. I think you're standing up for yourself at this point for something. Something's going on where you feel like that's what you need to do, right? You really feel like you need to stand up for yourself. And I think it's because there's some type of conflict going on around you, or some kind of an issue going on around you. And I think that's what the whole thing is all about, right? So you feel like you have to stand up for yourself. The Knight of Wands tells me you are ready to go. You know, you're ready. If something's going on, you are ready to go. You're ready to do it. You're ready to, do whatever it's going to take to get that done. To get things done, absolutely. Now, I think you're looking back to see if anything, if there's anything that could have been done differently in the past that you didn't do to change this. But I don't think you're really finding anything different. I think things are the same. I think, I just feel like the whole situation, whatever this situation is that's going on, is something that has not changed. It's not really, it hasn't changed. It's been this way for a while. There's nothing you could have done in the past to have changed it. It just means that you're working hard to get past this issue. You're working hard to get past this conflict. But you're ready. If you have to be, you're ready to go. You're standing up for yourself. And if the conflict comes down to it, then you're ready for it, and you're prepared, right? You feel prepared for it. And like I said, you're ready to work for it if you have to. That's all. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on though. Interesting. That was interesting. Not quite what I expected. Not quite what I expected, but definitely an interesting read, Yvonne. All right, Lisa, let's see if yours is so interesting. All right. Hey, Christina, welcome over here to the YouTube side of things. Oh, Temperance, yes. It wouldn't be a night if Temperance didn't show up, or Justice, one or the other, right? It wouldn't be a full night. All right. What is going on? I think you are taking time out for yourself. I think you're really thinking about what's going on in your own life. You're reflecting on things that are happening. You are, taking time for yourself to do things for you, do things that make you feel better. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's really good because, right, otherwise you kind of have some sadness going on, right? You've got that sadness because things aren't going exactly as great as you want them to with, for different situations that are happening. I think that causes sadness. And I think if you do, by doing stuff for yourself, by spending time, doing things for you, I think that's a big deal. And I think that helps you. Temperance, of course, says, do things in moderation. Be patient, right? Don't jump into things. Be patient before you just do them. And you'll feel better. You'll have that peace of mind. You'll have that whole mentality that things are okay. I think the Ace of Rods is showing you, right, that new beginning, that new start, that there's a new potential on the other side of things. So, right, you started here where things were not so great, where you were unhappy about things that were going on in your life, and now you're going to move over here where there's greater potential of things. I think you're going to feel much more energetic. I think your honesty will come forward like it always does. Just like always. And I think you'll continue with that. I think you'll be very passionate about the things you like, the things you want, and the things you need. So that is what I see for you, Lisa. I hope that makes some sense to you. I hope. So how you doing, Vic? I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. How did W feel about your date? Or after your date? Oh my gosh. I can't shuffle cards today. 3 readings and 3 times I've dropped cards. My oh my. Not a good record, huh? All right, let's see what we have here. Let's see. All right. Oh, there's Justice. Look at that. Temperance shows, then Justice shows. Should have known. W was feeling wonderful. Look at that. You got the Lovers. W is feeling wonderful after your date. I think he feels, that things are heading absolutely in the right direction. Yeah, I definitely think they're heading in the right direction. I think he realizes you are someone he can count on. You're somebody who's going to do the things it takes to have a nice relationship and to have a good relationship with. You're that type of person, someone that he really feels like he can have a really great relationship with. I think, I think everything seemed to be fair, right? I think everything was fair in the date. I think the date went really well. I think there was, a good balance between the two of you. You had time to talk to each other, and you both took turns, and you listened intently, and he listened intently. And I think the two of you really had a genuinely nice time. And I really do think that's how he felt about it too. I think he felt like you are a very friendly and loving person, right? Someone who is very charming. I think you charmed him a lot. I really do. And I think he sees that there's going to be, there can be definitely a new passion between the two of you. He definitely sees where that new passion could be. Could definitely be there for you. So, I would be willing to say, W felt great after the date. Just by starting off with the lovers, right? Just by starting off with the lovers. I think that's how it went. I think it went really well. Like I said, I think it was a genuinely good thing. Real genuine interest in each other. All right, so we know Ivan's not in jail. What was that reading about yesterday? So yesterday's reading, it took me, maybe 5 or 6 more cards after the reading to finally get you an idea that maybe he was in jail. You know why it took so many? It was because it was really unclear if that was the case or not. Because it didn't seem like that could be a possibility. And it took a lot of cards to finally get something that was, sort of an answer. And it really didn't, it just didn't show that way in the very beginning, because it just seemed like it was too much. It seemed like it was much too confused. I think the whole thing was just too confused. So, I think, again, I think you are in this. I think you're in this whole thing because you want to be in this committed relationship. You want to be in this committed relationship that's going to keep you it's going to hold you together. It's going to you feel like it's going to hold your life together. I would be willing to say. That's what I really think. I think that's what you feel. I think you feel like this is going to hold your life together by, being all wrapped up and stuff. However, this is you on the outside looking at yourself. It's you looking at yourself in the mirror, and you have to decide if that's really going to be what you need or what you want. I think you've got someone who's judgmental here, someone with a bit of authority, someone who is very disciplined, and you've got justice, which is, law and authority and balance. So you've got almost the same thing here on both cards, almost, right? A lot of judgmental, a lot of justice, a lot of judgment, a lot of authority. And, that would make me think tonight, right off the bat, yeah, there was something going on with police or something. There's a lot of authority here. But since we know that he's not in jail and that there's other circumstances, I think he has just taken charge of what is going on in his life right now. I think he's taking charge. I think he is being the authoritarian. I think he is trying to be more structured and more disciplined, right? I think so. I really do think so. I think he's, when he gets to you, things will be happy. You will have support of the people around you. The two of you will be happy, and things will be okay. Things will be okay. We already found out that the Facebook thing was basically what I told you, right? That something went on, somebody posted something or did something on his Facebook, and it caused him to cancel his Facebook account. And that's why he did it, not anything to do with you or anything, to do with anything specific toward you or anything bad for you. It had all to do with someone else, and we figured that out. So I do see, where there is that whole new adventure kind of thing going on. You're looking just to take that leap of faith with him, and I think I think that's going to be a big deal. I just think you have to watch. You just have to make sure that this is absolutely the right decisions to make. Out of all of this, out of all the times we've talked about Ivan and all the discussions we've ever had and all the things that we've talked about, I don't know exactly what how much of a relationship you and Ivan have or ever had in the past, or what's the level of that relationship. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if this has been a long distance thing that's just been going on all along, as like online and talking and telephone and text and stuff like that, or if it's okay, well, you guys see each other. It's still long distance, but you go see each other back and forth, and things are okay that way. I'm not sure. I am not sure how that relationship is actually structured. So that makes it difficult for me to, when I do my readings, it makes it difficult for me to actually come up with really good answers, since I don't know that key piece of it. That's the key, and that's the one piece I'm missing. So, hello, Selena. You are curious to know if you and your boyfriend will go on vacation this year. Well, I certainly hope so. I certainly hope you're able to, because who knows, with all the things happening. All right, all the things happening in the world right now, vacations are difficult to come by. Hello, Anahara. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being new. I appreciate it. Since you're over on Facebook, if you could, give me a thumbs up or something, that would be great. Thumbs up or a heart, that would be cool. And also, if you would follow my page, the Night Reader Tarot page, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. And then this way you'll know every night that I'm on, every single night at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And that way you can be here every night and join our little family of friends. So, because it is one big happy family here. This is a good family of group here, and we all kind of, everybody knows a little bit about everybody else from questions and stuff that have been posted, and This is a absolutely judgment-free zone. We do not judge anybody for any reasons. You're able to say anything here that you want. There's no judgments, and we don't. I wouldn't allow people here who are judging other people, because that's not the channel that I do. I don't do a channel where we judge people. It's just not me. It's just not the way I feel. I feel like we're better off helping people, and whatever it takes, we're going to help. So welcome to it. Welcome to our group. Definitely appreciate you being here. Selena, what's going on with vacation? Vacay is definitely something that you are thinking about, right? I definitely see where you're thinking about making a plan of some sort, doing something like that. And I'm not sure that this has been such an easy idea for you, right? You can definitely tell that this person is, having some kind of stress. They're anxious. They're scared, right? You got the moon out there. That's a little bit of fear. It could be fear or sadness. So I do see where there's some stress or anxiety on your part. Just wondering if vacation is even going to be possible with all the things happening. However, you be strong, right? Be strong. Just very basic. The strength card, be strong. And if you're strong, then you can get through things. Whether it's, whether you actually get to go on vacation or not get to go on vacation, you still will, you'll still feel good about yourself. You'll still have that good feeling. But I really do think you will go on a vacation. I think you'll go somewhere. I think it's going to be like a last minute decision. It's going to be a quick decision. You're going to move on. You're going to move off to going on this vacation. It's going to happen real fast. Like you're going to rush off. Poof, like that. You're on vacation. Hey, we're on vacation. And you're gone. And I think, I definitely think that that's going to be what goes on. I don't think you're going to have a real plan even. I don't think there's going to be a whole plan in place for the vacation. I think it's going to be just wing it. Here's where we think we're going to go, but it may be somewhere different. Don't know. But we're away and we're on vacation, and whatever happens, whatever we decide to do, we do. No plans. No plans. We're just doing it. And off you go, right? All of a sudden, boom, you're gone. However, I see that it makes you happy, right? I see that it brings you joy. It makes things good. It makes you feel warm, right? It gives you that warmth that makes you feel like it was a big success. And that is my thoughts on your vacation. I think it's going to happen. Like I said, I just think it's going to be a very haphazard kind of thing where there's no structure to it. It's just going to happen. So, hey Lillian, I am well. I hope you're well too. You want to know why Bubba was acting that way yesterday? Well, if he was acting that way, we got a problem, don't we? Why was Bubba acting that way yesterday? That used to be my nickname when I was a kid. My mother used to call me Bubba. So you guys get to find out. You guys get to find out little tidbits about me every day. Every night when I do a show, you get to find out a little more about me. I know. Oh, the veil gets lifted just a little bit higher every single day, just a little. I know, it's crazy. It's craziness, I tell you. Madness. He was acting that way yesterday because he was feeling extremely emotional. Whatever happened was emotional to him. And I hope that makes sense to you, because I think that was the case. I really do. I think his emotions got the best of him in whatever it was. And I think, then he had to make a decision how he was going to react and act towards that. And, whatever decision he made, it wasn't the wrong decision for him. It was the decision that he thought was right. He did the best that he thought, or what he thought was best for him to do. I think he was very determined to get a point across. I think there was something, I think he kind of pushed himself to a point where he became very determined to get that point out there and get some kind of a, maybe he was looking for an answer. Maybe he was looking for just a reaction. But he was looking for something. Definitely looking for something. Now, the problem is, I think maybe he went a little too far and felt like he had to assert some type of power and make things, where he was acting more like, okay, well, I am in charge of this whole situation, and I think that's the case. I don't think it's a good case, but I think it is the case. And I just think, again, I think you were probably very impatient with him. I think you were probably very blunt with whatever was happening. And then I think you kind of left. I think you kind of walked off and left the whole situation that was going on. That's what I think. Now, Lillian, only you know what happened yesterday out of this group, and only you can tell me if my reading is close at all. If it's anywhere close, that would be wonderful, because I'd love to know. I would love to know if I was close. So, Nicky, why won't the guy I'm talking to make it official with me, or will he this year at least? Maybe. Nicky, what happened to the boyfriend? What happened to your boyfriend? What happened? He's old news, huh? He is old news, it sounds like. I thought we were talking really serious about him, weren't we? Do I have this whole story just completely confused with somebody else? I thought, Nicky, we were talking really serious about the old boyfriend, and now we've got the new guy, and the new guy is getting more serious all the time. I kind of mentioned that the other night, I think. But I'm kind of surprised that things are as far as long as they are. Because I'm kind of thinking that old guy was like Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Right. Just because he was Mr. Right doesn't mean his first name was always. Yeah. Ooh, got it. Got it. Yeah, I got that one out. Hey, Kayla, how are you? Yeah, I can see your messages on Hera. Yvonne says, if I drop the cards, are they not meant for the person you are reading for? I don't know. I put them back in and I reshuffle. I keep shuffling. Yes, Lisa, you are 100% honest. I absolutely 100% agree. Diva Bomber, nice to see you. Christina, thank goodness he was not there. Yeah, you feel that way and things are much better, and your dad is the judgmental person. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, let me go back up so I don't lose my chats, and because that would be bad. All right, so Mr. New Guy is... he's somebody you feel safe around, right? You feel really safe around him. Not that you've actually... let me go back. You feel very safe when you speak with him, because I don't think you guys have really hung out. I don't think you've really met too much. I think, I just think that it's kind of still in like a talking stage. I'm not sure that there's been an actual date. I don't know if there's been actual time spent together. But I think, you know what's going on, right? You know where things stand with everyone. You know where things stand with you and with this new guy, and you know where things stand with the old guy, with your old boyfriend. And I think, you know kind of what the rules are with that whole thing. I think you feel like, all right, I know what to do. I know what those rules are. I'm ready in case, I'm getting ready in case there's some kind of an issue. I am, smart. I'm going to be very decisive, and this is what I'm going to do, and that's all there is to it. There's just no more to it than that. The Queen of Cups tells me that you're looking for a very close relationship with this guy, right? You want happiness. You want that emotional connection with him. And you feel like it's there. I just think that I think he can sense also, though, that you're kind of looking back on the past. You're kind of looking back on your other boyfriend, right? The one before. And I think that's kind of coming through in things that you talk about, or the way you talk, or, I think that impression comes off that you're still kind of living that past life also. And that might be why things are taking longer. I mean, will you become official with him? Yeah, if you're definitely broken up with the other boyfriend and you give him all the right signs that you are open to date, then yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. I couldn't imagine a reason why he wouldn't. Right? I can't imagine. So, Anahara. My, what a long tongue you have. I'm looking at the picture. Holy moly. All right, so you would like a relationship reading. All right. I can do a relationship reading for you. Absolutely. Again, I'm very glad you're here. All right, let's see what we get. Well, it looks like there is a relationship in the works. My issue is it's very slow moving. When you decide to be in this relationship, or the other person decides to be, that they want a relationship, it just moves slow. It's not going to be, okay, well, it's been 6 months, let's get engaged, and, hey, let's get married a year and a half from now. It's going to be a very slow moving type of relationship. However, it is going to be very intense. It's going to be a very strong relationship. I do see a celebration in the future. I do see some type of a big thing going on, some type of big event, something special, having a lot of fun. Again, I think you're very alert. I think you're very smart at what's going on. I think you can see, what's going on around you. And I think you're I think you're funny. I think you're witty. I think you have, I think you have that kind of personality. Although there is the person who is probably coming toward you or is with you now, that is just starting out in this relationship with you, can be a bit judgy, right? They're very structured. They like to have things very structured. They like to do things on a regimen, and that makes them very disciplined. It makes them very, very much act like they're in charge sometimes. And if that's okay with you, that's all right, then that's good. If it's not okay with you, then you're really going to want to pay attention to that. All right? So that is what I see in your relationship reading. I hope that was okay. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, Sailor Moon, what's happening? According to Spirit, how to put the right effort towards your alternative approach. Okay. Yvonne, you know what your reading was all about. Awesome. That is awesome, because honestly, I have to tell you, I really didn't know if it was going to make any sense at all to you. It just didn't seem to go so smoothly. It wasn't a cohesive reading to me, like sometimes, like most of the time that we get. Usually I can tell you a story and it's, pretty true, pretty close to true. Today it was like very choppy, it seemed. But if you got it, then that's all that matters, because it was for you. It was a reading for you. So I have an emperor and a king. And you're looking to figure out what's the right efforts to put towards your alternative approach. So what are they going to tell you? The Emperor is going to tell you that you need to get things in order, right? Things have to be in a certain order to get them to work. Absolutely has to be that way. The King, he tells me that maybe someone needs to help you. Someone needs to be like a consultant to you, right? Someone you can ask questions of that has done this already, or is, or knows about the whole thing, or knows what this alternative approach is, and they can give you some kind of advice. They can give you, they can help with consultations when you need them. I don't want you to feel like you're not safe, but I would be willing to say that, things are things seem a little sneaky. Things seem like they're just not quite right. Like the way you're going is taking a wrong turn, right? And maybe that's just because it's an alternative approach. Maybe that's not the way to go. And I think I said that the other day. I think I said that the other day, that may not be the way to go. But judgment tells you that it is time to develop something, right? It is time to feel restored and renewed. Feel that relief And if the alternative approach to your work is going to give you relief, well then it is the way to go. I think the problem is you're debating whether, okay, is it going to be helpful to do the alternative approach and give me relief? Is it going to give you, is it going to make you feel renewed? Is it going to make you feel better? Or is it something that you are going to need? Oh, I'm sorry, here. Is it something that's going to be, taking away from the original plan? I think those are your two issues, and I think that's what you're kind of battling in your mind right now. I don't think you're sure either way, and I got to tell you, I'm not sure either way either. Between the reading I gave you on, basically the same question yesterday or 2 days ago, and today, I still feel the same way. I don't really know that alternative approach is going to be the way to go. I don't know if it's actually going to work. But, you do, that is something you have to decide. You will have to decide it. So, Alan, how are you? It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. A health reading. Okay. Can you get a health reading? Absolutely. You can have a health reading. Oh. I know you guys are all probably commenting somewhere down at the very bottom of the chat, and I haven't got there yet, but boom, 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 boom. Let's see. You also got the Emperor. All right, for your health reading. All right, so there are things I don't like to tell people because I feel bad about it, but I have to, right? You got to tell, I got to be truthful. I got to be honest. You should know that, right? Of all people, you would know that about someone being honest, brutally honest sometimes. I honestly think any health issues that you have going on are mental health issues. I really do. I think sometimes you feel like things are great. Sometimes things feel like they are wonderful. Greatest times of your life, right? And other times you feel like the world is crumbling down on top of you. Right? I think. That's what I think, Alan. It's only what I think. It's only my opinion. But I'll tell you this. This I know for sure. If you see this happening like this, grab your nuts and run. That's what the squirrel tells me. He says, if I see this happening, I'm going to grab my nuts and run. And you should do the same thing. Keep that in mind. But I think you have hope. I think there's hope for things. I'm just joking about that, of course. It's just funny because I don't know why there's squirrels and nuts in that card, but because not normally with the tower do you get squirrels and nuts. But anyhow, yeah, but I do. What I'm saying is true. I feel like, it's got to do with something mental. I think it's got something to, you feel really good for a while. Then you feel really bad for a while, right? Like things are in chaos. Things are not good. But there's hope, right? There's always hope. And I think the Emperor is showing that there is someone that you can see or have seen or are thinking about seeing, or you hope to see, that is able to help you and fix these issues that are going on. you know, this and this and this. I think. That's, again, it's only an opinion. It's only my opinion. All my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Remember that. I am not a doctor. I am not. Or else I wouldn't be here. I'd be making loads of money and paying back huge amounts of student loans. All right, Alan, that's what I got for you. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if it's helpful or not, and I don't know if it was hurtful or not. I don't want, I don't try to be hurtful ever, so that's not my intention. That's for sure. Nicky, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I haven't seen Lorraine or Glenda in a while. A couple of days at least. I hope they're all doing well. I know Yvonne and Lisa are. Always. And I know your cousin Rachel is. She's usually here every night. I haven't seen her tonight, but she was here last night. It's amazing how I know the family, isn't it? So well. I know. It is. It's crazy. All right. So, will you get a job in August? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Lily's question. No, can you just get a reading? Can you get a general reading? Absolutely. I think you are having some type of a fight with someone. I don't think it's a major fight. I just think it's some type of small argument. And I think you are, I don't think it's serious. I really don't, because the people around don't seem to think it's very serious. So that kind of tells me, all right, so you're probably having a disagreement with someone, and it is what it is kind of deal, right? It's not terrible, but you wish it didn't have to be that way. But it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on way, way too long. I think you hope it's over soon, right? I think you want things to end. I think you want this conflict to end so that you can, start healing the relationship again. Feel comfortable with this person again. Right? Because if it's a burden on you. It weighs down on you. It is just too much for you to hang on, to hold on to. There's just too much laying on top of you on this. This is even if it's minor, it does not mean that it doesn't cause burdens. It doesn't mean that it doesn't cause trouble. It doesn't make you feel bad. So, I just think that you are, not really feeling secure right now about it. I think you don't really have any drive to move forward. You're just kind of, like I said, it's going on too long. It's going on very slow. It doesn't move ahead very quickly. But I think you are trying to organize yourself to a point where so things kind of can get fixed and you can feel better. And I just think that's the case. I really do. All right. So that's what I see for you. Again, I hope that makes sense. All right, Lily, it's good to have you here. Thanks. MPT was not able to have her show today, and she's not able to be here tonight, unfortunately. But I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here. Glad you made it. It's always nice to have people come over from other shows. We go back and forth. I help with her show. She helps with my show, along with many other people. many other people help with this show. And we're getting more people to help with her show, which is good. So, will you get a job in August, Lily? Will you? That is the question, isn't it? It's really bothering you that you don't have one, doesn't it? It is really bothering you. There's the Emperor again. And the Lovers. Wow. Not quite. This is not quite the job reading I would ever expect. The Lovers and Broken Hearts and Running Away really fast. Things need to be read very differently here for this to be a job reading, right? So I think you've put your applications and resume and stuff, I think you've put them out there. I think you put them out there for people to see and go through and read them and make sure that everything is good and, so that you can get hired. I think you've sent it out to many different companies in many different ways. And I think you are, looking towards your future. Right now, I think your future is that you feel kind of heartbroken about this. You feel really bad that you have not gotten a response yet, right? You feel like a response should have come by now, and why hasn't it? It's, it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel like you're hurt, right? It makes you feel like you're hurt. I think somebody is going to offer you a job, I think it's going to, when it comes, I think it's just going to be all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, like that. It's going to be very fast. It's going to be really, really fast. It's just going to happen. Out of nowhere, you'll get a phone call one day. Hey, we really liked you. We want you to come in for an interview. And you'll go for the interview and they'll say, you know what? We want you to start tomorrow, kind of deal. Really fast. And I think in the end, it's going to be a job you love. I think it's going to turn out to be a job that you really, really love. That's what I see for you. That is what I see for you, Lily. All right. Thank you. All right. Let me see. What else do we have here? GI Baby Diva Bomber, everybody. Cynthia Haran. Hello. How are you? All right. I saw that question. My last reading for you was spot on. That's awesome. I am very glad about that. It makes me happy to know that I have been able to be good with you. Alan, you're 100%. All right. I probably got it wrong then. I'm willing to say that I definitely got it wrong if you're 100%. But I tried, and now now it's awkward, right? Now it's awkward between us. I hope not. I don't think so. I think you understand. I'm not going to be 100% right all the time. That's for sure. And again, I'm just reading cards. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If it doesn't, if the cards don't tell me exactly what I need to see, and I don't get that feeling of what it is that I'm seeing and what the cards are telling me, then, then I tell you got mental issues. When that's probably completely not the case. Probably something completely different. Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, I can't be right all the time. but I'll try. And like I said before, and I know I'm sure you heard it before when I was saying, I'm trying to help people the best I can. You know that. And I know you and I have been, you, like Lisa, are very, very honest. And yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's okay. It's not okay for you, but it's okay for me. I like to know if I'm wrong, which is important, and that's okay to tell me. It's definitely okay to tell me if I'm wrong. All right. Will you and your boyfriend move in together within the next couple of months? Beautiful Aries. I see happiness and harmony, right? Happiness and harmony. The only card that bothers me in this mess, because you know what? I've got lots of things that are telling me, clearly telling me that you're moving, that you're going to move together. I have happiness and harmony and people being together here, right? I have movement. I've got fast movement here. I've got fast movement here. So yeah, by the end of the year, I see movement. I see where two people who care about each other a lot move together, right? These are kind of going together, moving together. I see where, you get a place and there's a landlord, right? The emperor is the landlord. He is the authority figure of the place you move into. So do I see this happening? Absolutely, I see it happening. However, I don't know why the Four of Cups is around. Because the Four of Cups just seems like there's just too much. Maybe that's just it. Maybe it's just that there's so much going on that it seems like it's too much at times. And that's okay. I mean, that's understandable, especially if that is something that's going on or going to be going on. There will come a point where packing and getting ready and moving and doing all that stuff is just too much. It seems like too much. Trust me, it does. I hate moving. I really do. But I really do think it's going to happen. I have a lot of movement, and I have a very happy couple doing that movement. They go along with that movement. It feels very much like that. That's exactly what it feels like to me. All right, beautiful Aries? I definitely think so. All right. I might have skipped someone. A whole bunch of my chats have gone away, but it's tough to see. But there we go. Cynthia says, can I have guidance about my youngest son? You are afraid for him. Yeah, I remember this. I remember the story. Is he still being haunted in his dreams? Is he still coming to sleep with you every night? I think last time we talked about this, I really do think the last time we talked about this, I almost said to you, I think I said to you that you probably, that you probably needed to get somebody to come in and look at the place you're living with, or look at your son. This guy's a jerk. Sorry. So yeah, to talk to your son and stuff. I kind of think that's what I told you. So yeah, I think that was kind of what was going on. I think. Please tell me if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, then I don't want to do a reading that is incorrect for you when it's important, right? Something important's going on. And I don't want to do a bad reading for you. but I'm almost positive that was the conversation we had. I'm almost positive. Yeah, Christina, thank you. I banned him too, and I deleted all that guy's messages. What a dork. He's 24. Oh. All right. So I do have it wrong. I do have this story confused with someone else's story. Because your 24-year-old son is not coming and staying and getting in your bed every night. No. All right. He's 24. He does have bad dreams, but he doesn't live with you. Okay. I have temperance and justice in the same reading, which is very interesting. All right. Tell you about your youngest son. You are afraid for him. You're not afraid of him. That's good. This is not afraid of. It's afraid for. So something's going on with your 24-year-old son. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Gosh, this is tough. Because I'm not seeing anything clear at all. I have nothing clear here at all. I think this has to do with him giving something away, or him somehow or another. Money and something is changing hands. That's what I see. You know, I get it. Of course, I get a bit of an idea of it from here, but I just see that it's more than, you know, just putting money in somebody's hand. I think there's an exchange of goods to some point. I think some type of sale is being made. Something is being sold, and I don't think that's a good thing. Or else you wouldn't be worried about him. I think it's very, mysterious. It's very shrouded. It's very, I think he has an understanding of what's going on, and your intuition is kicking in to what is going on, and he knows, that these are not good things. He's not doing things in moderation, right? And that bothers you. For drugs, Cynthia. Yes, I see where you wrote that. That's Christina. Nope, that's where you wrote it. Is that what the issue is? Because that's really kind of what I'm seeing. I really am seeing that, and I didn't want to come out right out and say it, but since you've said it, I'm going to come out and say it. I think he's selling drugs. That's what I think. It's just what I think. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Entertainment purposes only. I can only tell you that. I can only tell you I'm just reading cards. That's all I know. To me, that's the feeling I'm getting. I get that whole, it's all shrouded in mystery kind of thing, where things are done in places that they shouldn't be done. There's just, it's not, what's going on is not right. It's not being, he's not taking things at a slower pace. He's not doing things, he's not doing things the right way. Something's going to happen. If things don't change, something's going to happen with him being in trouble with the authority, with law, some type of law or authorities or something like that. If he does not change his ways, there is that whole court idea here. There is that whole law and order and fairness and authority with justice. And I think you feel like your hands are tied, right? I'm going to show you this card real close because it's extremely important that you see all the detail here. I think you feel like your hands are tied. I feel like you think, this is you here looking into a mirror, right? So you're not really this way. This is not how you are. You're not this, but this is how you see yourself. This is how you're feeling. And you feel like your hands are tied. You feel like you're stuck, that you can't do anything. And you really don't want to see what's going on. You know what's going on in your mind. It's always got to do with intuition, right? The High Priestess and intuition go together really well. They go together real strong. But I think, I think your intuition tells you what's going on. And I think you know. But I think you are definitely, you would rather be blinded by it. I think you would rather not see exactly what's happening. I think that's the case. I do think that's the case, Cynthia, and I hate to have that as you're reading and stuff. But if it's if it's true, then he needs help, right? And I think if something happened where he got in trouble with the law, he had some kind of issue like that, it may not be the worst thing in the world. It may, it may just make him get the help that he needs, right? Yeah. Let's see. What are you saying? Yes, he has mental health issues and self-medicated with drugs. Oh, God, yeah. And you do feel helpless. Well, that's exactly that. That's just what that's telling you, isn't it? That is so clear to feeling helpless, right? Here's where you are, but you feel this way. You feel extremely helpless, like you can't do anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cynthia. I know my last reading you told me was dead on and spot on. I'm afraid this one is spot on too. Even though I'd rather it didn't. I'd rather that it wasn't. All right. I'm going to do one more reading and then I'm out for the night. It's been a rough day. It has been a rough day, and yeah. So that's what's going on. Pam Lawrence, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Can you get a reading? Absolutely. And this is my last reading. This is my last reading for the night. So, so thank you very much for everybody for being here. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Cynthia, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, for whatever it is, for what it is, right? You're welcome for my bad news. All right, here we go. Pam Lawrence. All right, Pam, what's going on? We don't know. It's just a general reading. So I am thinking that you are waiting for something, right? Something's coming to you. Something is coming. Something's heading your way. And I really think that, you're just waiting. You're just waiting for it to get here. I think I think if you were looking at things exactly the right way, you would see that whatever it is that's coming may not be the best thing in the world. It might be coming to be, it may be coming to be a rescue to you, but it could also be coming to be sneaky. There could be something just sneaking up on you, I just think you need to make sure you have the right perspective on it. I think you have to make the right, you have to just look at it the right way. Maybe sneaking up on you isn't such a bad thing. Maybe it's like a surprise. But you're definitely waiting for something, and definitely waiting for something to come to you. I think it's going to get there. I mean, it looks like it's moving, right? It looks like it's heading in your direction. That's for sure. It's got wheels. It's moving fast. That's a good thing. I think you feel like it's never going to get here. I think you feel like whatever it is, it's never going to get here because you just can't reach that last little bit of it. There's a little bit that's not getting to you, and you feel like you're never going to be able to get it. But I think this is, I just think this is an idea. I think this is just a perception. I really do think that it, something is moving your way. All right. That's what I get for you. I hope it's something good. I hope it turns out to be something good for you. I hope it's what you want. That's for sure. All right. So I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. There you go. You hope it's your Honda. Well, see, I told you I had wheels. I told you wheels. There you go. I hope it's your Honda too then, if that's what you want. All right. I hope you guys had a good night. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And I hope to see you all there. All right. You guys have a great night. Have a nice rest of your Saturday. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow night at 6. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Bye now.